Morning, I'm Steven Sprinkle. This is MorningBit. Let's get to it. Top 3 things I think are important today. The first of which is the new high for Bitcoin. This is a really cool time for Bitcoin, seeing that a lot of institutional investors as well as retail investors are starting to jump into the space. It is a little bit concerning in the respect that, per the definition of a bubble, Bitcoin, as its value stands right now, does fit that definition, in that the currency is growing at a rate that is inconsistent with the growth in transactional volume. What we're actually seeing here is the transactional volume of Bitcoin is going down. So what this could indicate is a lot of people taking a long position with the currency, and not as many people actually using the currency in day-to-day transactions. I think that's mostly what's happening here, but we'll see how it plays out over time. What we really need to happen is have more companies get into the space and start building value in the transactional side of Bitcoin, less so than in the exchange side of Bitcoin. I think that space is starting to get somewhat saturated, not yet all the way. I think there's still room for a lot of growth, but I think what really needs to happen is Bitcoin needs to find a way to finish with the last mile of the transaction, and that is getting Bitcoin used in location and in stores. The second piece that I think is really cool, and it plays off of the first piece in that there needs to be more transactional volume with Bitcoin. And that leads me to the Bitcoin hardware wallet. This was just recently announced, I think probably yesterday. Not a whole lot of activity around it in the space just because a lot of people haven't heard of it yet, but it's going to be really cool. It's a two-sided device in that one piece holds a hardware key, a private key that no one can access, and that's stored per the post in a underground Swiss vault that is hardlined into the internet. And then the other side is a public key that's stored on another device that you have access to. So one side you don't have access to, the other you do. And you use that device to actually do the transactions. The cool thing is this leads into potential hardware applications in mobile devices, which would be really exciting. For example, the phone blocks concept, as well as some of the modular phone concepts out of Motorola, may fit really well with this, and that they could have a specific dedicated Bitcoin module, which would be insane. So I'm really excited about that. The last thing is, and I love bringing up these kind of stories, is there's a new Bitcoin scholarship out of Australia. It's for students in Australia and New Zealand, and it's a 7 Bitcoin scholarship to answer the question, will Bitcoin change the world? I think anybody could bang out a 1,500 to 2,000 word essay and nail the 7 Bitcoin prize. I would love to see somebody watching do this. So if you're in Australia and New Zealand, go enter that contest. I'll have a link in the description below, and also send it our way. I'd love to read what you think Bitcoin's going to do to change the world. So post some comments below, give me some feedback on the video, like and subscribe, share, it really, really helps, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend.